All right. Hi, everyone. Hi, Mashria. How are you?
I'm very fine. Nick, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. So today I understand our topic is going to be around Uniswap and UBN. And, we've had prior conversations about what is UBN. We've had conversations about what is Uniswap. So now we're going to kind of talk about how to facilitate trading of UBN on Uniswap. That's right, right?
That is right. And thank you so much, Nick. This topic is very, very important. I think I think the most important topic in as far as the entire system, the entire uh, process is concerned, because we are talking about global health. Global health involves people who are excluded from the finance market. They are not in the finance market. And Uniswap remarkably managed to create a software that helps those people to get included in the finance market, and also to participate in creating liquidity pools, creating liquidity. That means they can actually contribute liquidity. That means all those people who are excluded from the market for the first time because of Uniswap, they can actually participate in creating liquidity in what Uniswap calls automatic market making.
So there's the foundation of Uniswap, and you're building the UBN house on top of it, and that's going to they coexist to create this transformative force.
Yes, and you see, UBN being a cryptocurrency created for global health, it actually fits very well to work with Uniswap. So what we did was to create liquidity pools in Uniswap with UBN, because Uniswap enables people to create liquidity pools, and those liquidity pools makes the coin becomes liquid, and of course the money becomes, the entire asset allocation becomes liquid in the market. And so today we can discuss briefly about how to create those liquidity pools and the advantages of using Uniswap. Yeah.
I think that's very exciting. And I think when I hear the idea of creating a liquidity pool or doing something in DeFi, I feel a little bit overwhelmed. I imagine a lot of people feel a little bit overwhelmed by it because it feels like a completely foreign ecosystem. It's not like something we've done before. And for some people, I think it probably feels like they're dipping their toes into a professional field of finance that perhaps amateurs shouldn't be playing in. But your thoughts?
Yes, it's a, you could say professional finance, but then it turns out that yes, professional finance now is only for a very small fraction of people in this planet. Then we have billions and billions of people outside the finance market, and those people require access to health services and health, and those people become unhealthy when they don't have access to finance. So
Gotcha.
let us say that DeFi deprofessionalizes finance. When you call it decentralized finance, I think the other term would be deprofessionalizing finance. And
Okay.
that, or de-skilling, making the skill much less highly professional to do a low skill type of work you can do with your own phone, just like we send messages by WhatsApp, we send messages, instant messages on the phone. Then that's what I'm talking about, de-skilling the professional finance to become deprofessionalized. So Uniswap does that effectively.
Cool.
So
and I know you're going to give us the steps on how to do this, and I want to hear those steps. But quickly, would you say that some of the smart contracts built into Uniswap kind of eliminate the need for a professional? Like if you're placing something and it will execute at a certain point, and previously we were using people to make that decision when to execute, and now a smart contract is doing it. Is that why it's deprofessionalizing it?
Yes, smart contracts eliminate the middleman, or the they used to be a trusted third party. And you can see this type of things began happening in the banks when you have the ATM automatic teller machine, which removed the person, which were the tellers. You used to go to the bank and line up at the counter and wait for your turn to be given money or to withdraw money from the bank, because the teller is going to sign you off and then give you the cash so you can go. But now you can go to an ATM, just insert your card, and then the machine gives you money. There's no person there. Now, similarly, you can see that's kind of a de-skilled professional. So long as you know your PIN, you type in your PIN on the ATM keypad, and then you say enter, and then the money comes out. Don't you see that? That is it's lower skill. You don't need too much skill to do that. Anyone can do it. And now it turns out that Uniswap brings a similar type of spirit, whereby to create to contribute to liquidity, like creating liquidities in the market. And actually, that's one thing I'm going to talk about steps and the advantages of doing this. It just becomes low skill type of work. It's not very high skill that requires a finance professional to do it. That's
Okay.
why people are doing it all over the world. Yeah.
Okay. So how low skill? What are these clicks? I know you gave me a list of steps and it wasn't that crazy.
Low skills. You could say low skill. If anybody who has a smartphone has got a skill to use his or her own smartphone. You make phone calls, and that in that phone has got applications which called the apps that are on the phone, and people know how to use them. They use, particularly in many developing countries, people are using the app called WhatsApp for talking to one another. It doesn't require too much skill. You just get onto your phone, you open and then tap on WhatsApp, and then you start calling people in WhatsApp. If people can do that, they can also create liquidity pools. That level of skill. That you can use WhatsApp effectively, you can also use Uniswap effectively. And another protocol that has come in recent years, known as the Unbound Finance. And Unbound Finance makes Uniswap even much more powerful. And I can explain why that is as we talk about the steps.
I think the original powerfulness of Uniswap is still incredible to me. I don't know if I need the additional yet.
There's something that has happened maybe over the past 1 year or so that has multiplied the power of Uniswap. And I think we let's talk about the steps so that people can get the hang of it, like how it works.
So if I want to right now, if I have a crypto wallet, and what else do I need, and how can I get UBN?
So if you have crypto wallet, any wallet in the world, I think that right now, including Coinbase wallet, Trust wallet, Nginx wallet, all those wallets, you can get UBN by going to at the very bottom of your wallet. You're going to see something called DApps or DApps, or decentralized applications. And decentralized application, when you tap on that decentralized application, is going to give you an interface with places where you can interact with those dApps. You find in that interface the Uniswap interface itself. The Uniswap interface. When now you open the Uniswap interface, and when you open the Uniswap interface, now Uniswap interface is going to ask you what you want. It's going to ask you whether you want to swap or whether you want to create a pool. Getting UBN is just swapping from the Uniswap interface. The Uniswap interface, you access it through your wallet. That's what we said. You see? And so if you have Ethereum or Bitcoin in your wallet, you can now swap some Ethereum or some Bitcoin or some other cryptocurrency like USDT or USDC with Ubricoin. And so you get UBN in your wallet. Simple as that. You see? Yeah. So it's not complicated.
So you're not creating a liquidity pool here, right? You're just swapping.
You are swapping. And so you get, you want to buy, swapping is like buying coins, exchanging some of the Ethereum you have with UBN. So the UBN price is very low right now, so you can get lots of UBN with just some ETH. And that is what you want. So when you have the coins in your wallet, then you, instead of them sitting in the wallet doing nothing, you can put them to work. And that is what's called creating a pool. So going through the same procedure again, tap on the D app, open the Uniswap interface, and then instead of selecting swap, you select pool this time. When you select pool, so what happens is Uniswap asks you which coins do you want to pull. So you connect your wallet is already connected because you're operating from your wallet. So it's going to recognize that you've got Ethereum there, you've got UBN there. So you can create a pool means that you pair Ethereum that you have in your wallet with a Ubricoin. So you take the Ubricoin and Ethereum and you put them together, and then you submit them to the pool. So you approve the transaction, and then it becomes a pool. something magical happens right there. When you submit those two tokens together, when they're bound together, you create another third token known as LP token, a liquidity pool token. And that's where the power is. That liquidity pool token, you can now take it into the market and do amazing things with it. That you can stake it, you can use it for borrowing other coins, you can use it for farming, they call yield farming, and you can use it for generating a lot of revenue for yourself. And that's why this thing is very, very serious and very powerful. And that comes with the protocol known as Unbound. So Unbound helps you take that liquidity pool token, just the same procedure that we just explained for Uniswap. You go to the Unbound interface with the liquidity pool token, you post it to Unbound. When you post it to Unbound, Unbound means for you another coin, which is equivalent to the value of the tokens that you provided. That Unbound coin is very, very powerful because Unbound protocol is, you could say, what you call cross-chain. It now makes your money become possible to operate in multiple protocols. You could say that protocols, we are saying that they're siloed. We have talked about Ethereum network, we have talked about Polygon network, they're all separate. But when you have Unbound token, Unbound operates across all of them. Yeah, so that you can actually stake. Now, if you have Unbound token, which you got from your UBN Ethereum pair, LP token, then you get Unbound token. That Unbound token, you can do several things. One, you can borrow money against it. One Unbound token is a stable coin, which is equivalent to $1 all the time. And so Unbound token is just like the USDT. So it's equivalent to $1. And so what it does is
the Unbound token is equivalent to a single dollar.
Yes.
But if we start by pairing an Ethereum and a UBN, and then we get an LP token, and then we get our Unbound token, wouldn't the Unbound token reflect the original value of the two pooled assets?
Yes, it reflects the original value. So you can actually take out that money, you can actually withdraw it from the Unbound, but you're not going to withdraw the Unbound. You withdraw.
Understood.
And that money is in the pocket, but the LP token is still there. And the liquidity pool you created is still there. You see, now you have access to the money that you actually put in the pools. It continues working in the pool and earning for you, but you also have it to do other things with it. Isn't that fascinating?
Wow.
You have it to do other things with it. Nick, this is what I'm saying. It's very widely amazing that you put money, instead of having your coins in a wallet, you make LP tokens with them. Then you put them in Unbound. Then Unbound enables you to have that money again, and the money is still within the network. So what Unbound does is create a synthetic. Remember, we are talking about decentralized finance.
Yes.
I'm talking about 5 pillars of decentralized finance. Pillar number 1 was create stablecoin, which Unbound is stablecoin. Number 2 was decentralized exchanges like Uniswap. Number 3 was synthetics. So Unbound is a synthetic product. A synthetic product is a derivative. Remember about several weeks ago, we talked about derivatives.
Yes.
So it derives its value from the LP token, from the liquidity pool that you've created. But the value itself is independent of the pool. So it can actually be doing work out there. And besides just withdrawing it, which, Unbound calls it unlocking, besides unlocking it, you can actually also create new pools. With that Unbound pool, you can actually create new pools, liquidity pools in Unbound, or you can do yield farming, or you can take it to Binance network. So they have PancakeSwap. You can take it to SushiSwap. You can take it to Balancer. You can take it to any one of these decentralized exchanges and continue trading with it.
When you derive the value from the Unbound token, what actually is in your wallet at that point?
When you
is it USDT? Is it USDC? What are you pulling out of it?
The value that you have is called UND, is Unbound coin. That's a native coin for the Unbound product.
Okay.
and it's equivalent to 1 USDT. So you can actually swap it directly, just like you're going to swap like we talked about swapping UBNs to the Ethereum. You can actually swap it to USDT, and it has value of 1 to 1. That's the amazing part. So your coins now, remember, the coins you had originally have not gone anywhere. They are still represented in the LP token, and they're locked in the LP token. And then you have this, you have now gotten an Unbound coin using that LP token, and then you can get USDT with that LP token and now start trading all over again. Or you can come back to Uniswap and create more liquidity pools with Ubricoin. Yeah. So you could say it's cascading, something that is going upward on a continuous basis, and there's no stopping in this. And what that does is, so last week we talked about impermanent loss and permanent loss in Uniswap. So what Unbound token does is to prevent that impermanent loss, and even also permanent loss, because you don't have to withdraw your LP token. And even when the price fluctuates, in Uniswap, the Unbound will not fluctuate with it. It is actually locked in the Unbound system itself. Yeah.
Okay. Huh. It's really incredible. I think it sounds very complex once we start breaking it down. Like it's simple when you travel along with you through the train of thought. But once you, the kind guide, steps away, I feel like the train of thought can, perhaps for some people, begin to collapse in on itself and become a little overwhelming. But I think it makes a ton of sense. And the process, if we just bring it back to the very simple part. So like, let's say we want to get UBN in our wallet before doing any of the LP tokens or the Unbound tokens. We're literally just accessing a wallet, and correct me if you're wrong, but I believe we can download it from like an Apple Store or App Store or Google Play Store, or access it on a browser depending upon the wallet. And then we just choose dApps, and then we find Uniswap, and we exchange our coin for UBN, and then suddenly we are, what are we at that point? We are would you say that we're an investor of the UBN project at that point?
You invest in UBN project, and that helps. Now that we are talking about global health, and that helps global health. And so you invest in UBN project, but then as you're holding UBN, you have a lot of power, because once you have that UBN, you pair it with another coin like USDT or Ethereum, and then put it in Uniswap liquidity pool. When you create the liquidity pool, Uniswap means for you a liquidity pair token, a liquidity pool token, an LP token.
So tell me a little bit about how the value of an LP token is affected by the underlying paired assets. Why UBN and why not a different cryptocurrency for an investor, besides just the, well, whatever it is. I know you don't talk on the mission anymore. The mission's fantastic, but just from a purely logistical point of view, what's the difference if we paired UBN and Ethereum, or a different crypto and Ethereum? And how could the price fluctuations change the value of our LP token?
The price fluctuation varies. Now, your question is why UBN? I'm talking about UBN because we created UBN, so you can say
yes.
I'm biased to that. I'm biased to UBN. But definitely you create liquidity pairs with any cryptocurrency. And you know what Uniswap did by helping people to create those liquidity pools? That process helped to bypass the very difficult listing process in the centralized markets. Like the traditional center, they charge you very heavy, hefty amount of fees, and then they have so many requirements. All you have to do is create a token and then say that we can actually create pools with it in a decentralized market. The process is totally decentralized. And that's one thing. So you will find all the tokens that are available in the token networks are going to be available for creating liquidity pools, liquidity pairs. Yeah, it's not UBN. I'm just saying UBN because we need to do that, support global health.
Oh, of course.
The project.
Of course. But as the price of UBN rises over time, the value of the LP rises and the value of the other derivative coin, does that also rise? Are they all interconnected in their initial value up to the endpoint?
Yes. Well, the Unbound token, we call the UND, it becomes locked to the price to the LP token when you created it. That one is
Okay.
locked. It's a derivative
Okay.
outside. It's a synthetic token, but the LP token usually decreases in value depending on the price of the coins in the pool. So it becomes, that's why I'm talking about Unbound, taking your LP token right away and to take it to Unbound so that it is locked in there. So that price that you put in the beginning becomes locked up right away. And the even if the liquidity pool is fluctuating in value, the synthetic itself is not going to be fluctuating alongside with it. See?
Okay. Yes.
So it's kind of protected. It's a certain sort of protection for, and that protects from that, a slippage that you get in the market, and then impermanent losses, and that you would find in the Uniswap itself, the decentralized exchange.
And but it protects you, the person who has the Unbound token, against price fluctuations, but it is also works in that I believe when we're providing liquidity to a pool, we're creating a liquidity pair. We're providing more, liquidity to the overall market in Uniswap, which also helps price stability, right?
Yes, it helps the price stability. So the more the coin has got demand, like people are buying and swapping it, they're swapping the coin, they're buying it, they're swapping means they're exchanging. Say for example, we have UBN in the liquidity pools, and then you swap it with ETH. Now the quantity of UBN decreases a little bit, and the ETH increases or decreases, and the ETH increases, and so the price of UBN begins to rise inside the pool. Because it has a 1-to-1 ratio inside that pool. So the ratio 1-to-1 means $1 to dollar ratio. So because of that ratio, that's held constant. When you swap UBNs out of the pool, the remaining UBNs in the pool price increases. And but you see, these things are not determined by just the pool itself. They are available in other markets, and you say, like, it doesn't mean that if you swap out Ethereum in the pool, the price is going to lower down because Ethereum has got a lot of users all over the world.
Cool.
And this is what I want to encourage people in order to support global health. We go to Uniswap, swipe as many coins as possible with whatever coins they have with UBN, and then they take those UBNs they have swiped, put them in the pool again, and create LP tokens. And then we can work out how those LP tokens are going to be in Unbound. And once they're in Unbound, they are now protected from the slippage that would occur in Uniswap, and they actually get more power outside there because they are available for doing other things, other trades, and actually somebody can withdraw them as cash, can turn them into USDT, can turn them also into Bitcoin. You can swap them back, but the pool remains in the pool.
Will your wallet show all these things, or do you have to cognitively remember where all your things are?
They all show up in your wallet.
They do. So even if you I don't know if it was I don't think it's staying, but if you post, you create your liquidity pair, and then you get your LP token, you post that LP token to Unbound, right? You post it to Unbound. Is there still a shadow of that LP token in your wallet, so you know that it was there, or is it just not showing up?
It's in your wallet, and you can see it also in MetaMask. MetaMask is the original, Ethereum-based wallet that was created in the very beginning, and it has led in all these type of projects. And MetaMask works on a browser, and it's not on a phone. So those people who are working on laptops, MetaMask is much easily accessible because it's on a laptop, it's on Google Chrome. And
Is
so
is that the one you'd recommend to people?
yeah, for those people who have laptops, MetaMask is very, very good.
Okay.
I would recommend MetaMask. Yeah, because and of course that means that because MetaMask has a big screen, then you can see all the coins that are listed there. But these coins usually, even if the wallet is on the cell phone, you'll be able to see the coins that are in your wallet, whether they're in a pool, whether they're in a whether they're just basic coins, just like with their own address, hexadecimal address. Yeah. So
Cool.
you don't have to keep wondering, hey, and where is my pool?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was wondering, like, as if once you mint it and then you post it and you get a different coin, do you just have to like remember that this coin led to this coin, led to this coin? But it's cool that there's a path that you can see them all right in your account. That makes sense.
Yeah. So
Very
I think
cool.
this is money made easy. I think just like communication made easy with WhatsApp. You see now with WhatsApp we can speak with everyone, anyone in the world, anywhere, without having to struggle too much. You know that when I was in Kenya, about maybe before WhatsApp came, see, calling someone in the United States was a nightmare. You had to go and struggle. You have to line up, just like we used to line up. You line up for the train and waiting for train to come, or even you see you line up in the airport. You lined up to make a call, and you could actually wait to make that call for 24 hours or even a week, and you're told that there are people waiting. Yeah, your chance to call is you used to get appointments. Yeah, and it was so expensive because the call has to be connected through another country. Usually, it was connected through England in order for it to come to United States. Yeah.
Wow.
It's the same thing that has been happening in banks. You have to line up, although the banks have improved quite a bit over the last 2 decades. But now that improvement has not reached people in a third world. And now it means that they don't have to worry about how people used to line up or do anything. The finance market is decentralized, and you can say deprofessionalized or de-skilled. Yeah.
You say it's doing to finance what like WhatsApp did to communication. Why isn't there like a DApp WhatsApp alternative?
A decentralized for WhatsApp?
Yeah, why isn't there like is that possible to have a decentralized communications application as opposed to a decentralized finance application?
Yes, and I think some people have created one, only that it's all not really necessary because there are some people who have created decentralized applications, and there are people who are working on what this Web 3.0 on creating a decentralized social media and even decentralized YouTube. Yeah, there's some guy in University of Virginia who had created what I forget that it's a YouTube type of system where when you make videos, you upload them, and the videos begin actually minting money for you when you post them to. It's on the blockchain. Yeah.
So these are things that are happening.
They're actually happening right now. Yes.
Yeah. So this is our future, and this is important, and like the decentralized world, the cryptocurrency thing. It's not a phase. It's not going away. It's literally the shift, and things like YouTube, like WhatsApp, like Facebook, Uber, Lyft. Are these all things that you think will end up having to be or being taken over by a decentralized alternative?
Yes, but with a lot of resistance. You see what happens when people get entrenched into a certain system, they don't want to move. Just like the internet has found a lot of opposition, even here in the United States, since its inception. And first of all, the banks refused it. It's only recently that online banking has become possible. And you've seen appearances of programs like Cash App, You know, Cash App has come maybe about 15 years later after people started using sending money on it to each other long time ago, but now in the United States, so much recently. So we have Cash App. And see, that is major resistance that has happened there. And then the other resistance that you have seen, and maybe you're still there, is the voice of the over the internet protocol. Because there are telephone companies that may not want to lose their market or their job by enabling people to talk freely online. But places where people do not have telephone companies, but they got to connect to the internet, WhatsApp developed like wildfire. That is why the rest of the world, WhatsApp is very, very popular. And so you can see that resistance is still there because the incumbents really do not want change because they have managed to figure out how to make money. So this decentralized type of infrastructure that's coming today becomes very uncomfortable for centralized systems like Google, like Facebook, like Uber. They are all built on the centralized technology. It's not really centralized, but they actually they centralize internet and create these walled gardens. You know, walled gardens that you are inside or you're out. And so the blockchain challenges all that. And it may take here in the say place like United States where people you know, the market is very well grounded. That may take long, but the future in other places in the world where these services are not available, then the decentralized or the blockchain is just rising up. And we can say this is the future because the rest of the world has got many, many billions compared to their few billions who are still on the traditional system.
Very crazy. Cool. Well, it's we're a few minutes over our 12:45 point, so I think we can wrap it up there if that works for you as a stopping point.
Yes, thank you. We can stop it there. Thank you so much, Nick. And I think this is a great conversation.
Awesome. Cool.
Have a great week.
Thank you. We always interrupt each other at the end, but I appreciate the time and the conversation as well. I hope you have a great week also.
Okay.
All right.
So, whoops. How do you stop this?